Ndị be anyị kenenu m unu. Asị n'ụbọchị nkịta adịrị na anyị na mma. Anyị sikwa ka nke echiri ya zelu. Dịka o si dị, ihe ọ bụ Easter News 24 ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozi dị oke mkpa gbasara maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya anụ nwere onwe a na-azọ n'ala Igbo. Dịka o si dị, ọ bụ na nke ụbọchị izu gị ka bụ arụ ka ịtụsa ya bụ ozi ka ọ rute ụmụnna anyị ndị ọzọ n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ya gbasara maka update ihe Aisha Yesufu kwuru gbasara maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa Njoko gbasara maka the case o welu na Finland. Ya bụ Aisha Yesufu ihe okwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife si na mmetiere unu ekwu unu ga-ebu ife unu ga-esi akwa unu ya tia gbasara maka ya bụ ihe ndị a niile okwu dị n'akwụkwọ gbasara maka the update on Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa case nke dị na Finland. Alright, over to you.
Hello, everyone. So it says Finland freezes Simon Ekpa's assets, places him in Kilmakoski, ranked as one of the world's toughest prisons. The Finnish government also froze the assets of companies associated with Ekpa and 4 of his accomplices who are also in remand. The authorities in Finland had frozen the assets of Simon Ekpa, the self-acclaimed Biafran agitator facing allegations of terrorism-related activities, who has been detained for several weeks. The Finnish government also froze the assets of companies associated with Ekpa and 4 of its accomplices who are also in remand. Yale, a local newspaper, in a report stated this, adding that Ekpa is being held at Kilmakoski Vankila prison, which is reputed to be one of the world's, toughest prisons. Sahara reporters had reported that Ekpa may spend the Christmas and New Year breaks in detention, as the authorities in the country disclosed. Mikko Laaksonen, senior detective superintendent in the Finland's National Bureau of Investigation, had noted this, adding that the country's legal system does not permit bail. Meanwhile, the Kilmakoski prison, which is a high security prison, is in I don't even know how to pronounce these things, but it is in a particular place in Aka, Finland. The head of internal communications of Yale, Mika Ojamis, in response to inquiries from Punch, also confirmed that the suspect was in prison. The Kilmakoski Vankila was built in 1993 for male prisoners. Sahara reporters had reported that Ekpa, self-acclaimed, self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, was arrested about 4 weeks ago alongside 4 others on suspicion of terrorism-related offenses, including incitement to violence and financing terrorism. The Finnish authorities had alleged that Ekpa utilized the social media to incite violence in Nigeria's southeast region, targeting civilians and government officials. According to local media outlet Yale, Ekpa has been remanded on charges of public incitement to commit crimes with terrorist intent. The prison facility where Ekpa is currently held is known for accommodating people who have committed serious crimes, including violent suspects and sex offenders. And this prison is the largest closed unit facility in Finland. The prison currently houses 113 prisoners, mostly convicts and remand inmates. The Kilmakoski Vankila was featured in a 2023 Netflix documentary series, Inside the World's Toughest Prison. A journalist, Raphael Rowe, entered the wards and interacted with some of the inmates, including the most dangerous criminals in Finland. Among the inmates interviewed were Tony, Oli, Michael, Danny, and Gianni, who had histories of violence and crime. Two of the inmates, Tony and Oli, were notorious for their brutal actions and did not show remorse for their crimes during the conversation with this particular journalist. Newcomers often smuggle in drugs, including Subutex, cocaine, amphetamines, as well as cell phones. Subutex is a popular Finnish drug. A prison officer confirmed the troubling trend in the video, noting that dealing with such violent drug-affected prisoners was a major challenge for the prison system. But anyway, this is the prison that currently, as they are reporting, that Simon Ekpa is currently at. For quite a number of years, he kept on, inciting violence in the southeast, and that was something I just couldn't understand. But anyway, just to look at the comments that came, from this particular action that has happened, and the report. Just seeing the comments, someone said, "Our very own commander-in-chief of prisoners." Uh, Someone called Noah said, "Very good." I'm just trying to look at this comment. So there's someone called Africa Confidential, and he says, so since his detention, how has Nigeria improved? That's for those in the comments hailing this news as a welcome development. Has insecurity reduced? He said, has the naira increased in value? Has fuel prices dropped? Is electricity now steady? Have your roads now been fixed, or are they in the process of being fixed? Have prices of rice, beans, garri, and other foodstuffs now reduced and become affordable for the common man? Has minimum wage increased? And the lot goes on. So what exactly are you jumping for joy about? Do you suffer hate, really care about yourselves, or you just enjoy hearing bad news happen to people you perceive as your problem because misery loves company? And then someone did reply him and said, it's a stepping stone to insecurity coming to an end in Igbo land. Rome was not built in a day. We miss our peaceful, fun life in Igbo land. Thanks to him and his followers, all criminals are out in our life, but causing a menace. And there's somebody, so he now replied the person, so what you're saying is that all insecurity in Igbo land started 3 years ago. I think let me just focus on this particular one. And I don't know why people romanticize violence and people feel that violence is the way to go, and stuff like that. Yes, the fact that he has been arrested, I mean, the price of Gary hasn't changed in the market. So it's just like, say, why do we have prisons? Why don't we open them, let them be doing what they're doing, let them continue to do what they're doing? Since they are being in prison hasn't affected the price of Gary, hasn't led, to roads being done. The fact, the kind of, one of the thing about the southeast is the fact that the southeast is really like commercial hub, commercial center, and all of that. And this whole sit at home has really affected it all, and it has had massive effects on the economy of the people, on the lifestyle of the people. People are afraid of going back home. I mean, it was literally almost like an abomination for somebody to be doing marriage in the southeast and you're not doing it back home, you're doing it in town. But right now people have to do it because of the insecurity, because a lot of people that used to go home, they so drastically reduce how they go on. And nobody is saying that that currently that it's only the southeast that has insecurity, but with this whole thing, the Simon Ekpa thing, it has really increased. And for those of you who are going to come to the comment section and be defending all sorts of defending, because as far as you are concerned, the Simon Ekpa is the best thing after hot agege bread. Yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors, and tomorrow's victims will be today's survivor. You that you are hailing, one day you too, you become that victim.
Ndị be anyị ekelekwanụ m unu ọzọ. Dịka ị nụrụ ihe Aisha Yesufu kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ ka efi nwere ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ife. gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe ndị a niile o kwuru dị iche iche gbasịta maka the Biafran Prime Minister and ihe na-eme na ndịda anyanwụ ka anyị na-akpọ Eastern Region. Gịnị ka i were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife? Drọpụrụ anyị ife iche n'ụdị nke gị na Eastern News 24 ma ebe anyị si were wetara ya bụ ozi n'uhuruchi nke taa. Ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.